In this video, we will learn about types of elements. Elements can be divided into three classes: metals, non-metals, and semi-metals, or called metalloids. Metalloids have property midway between those of metals and non-metals. Now let's talk about metal properties. Metals are typically solid with high melting points and high densities. Have a bright and metallic luster. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals can be hammered into thin sheets and are said to be malleable. Metals can also drawn into fine wires and are said to be ductile. Now let's talk about non-metallic properties. Non-metals typically have low melting points, low density, and have a dull appearance. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are not malleable or ductile. When we crush into a powder, when we hammer, you can crush into a powder. So basically, non-metals are brittle. 11 non-metals occur naturally in gaseous state. Here is a summary of properties of metals and non-metals. You can see physical state, most of the metals are solid except mercury. Non-metals in solid phase and gaseous state. Appearance for metals, metallic luster. For non-metals, it's dull. Pliability, metals are malleable and ductile. Non-metals are brittle. In terms of conductivity, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, and non-metals are not. Metals are highly dense and non-metals are low, usually in density. Melting point of metals are high and non-metals are low. Chemical reactivity, metals reacts with non-metals and non-metals reacts with metals and non-metals. So these are general characteristics of metals and non-metals. Now each element is assigned to a number to identify it. It is called atomic number. Hydrogen's atomic number is 1, helium is 2, you can see in the periodic table, and in uranium, which is 92. So when you see periodic table, elements are arranged by increasing atomic number on the periodic table. You can see this periodic table. This purple color one are metals. Yellow color ones, including hydrogen, they are non-metals. And green color ones are metalloids. So metals are on the left side of the periodic table. You can see these purple ones are on the left side except hydrogen. And non-metals are on the right side. They are non-metals. They are right side of the periodic table. And semi-metals are in between. These are physical states of elements at room temperature 25 degrees Celsius on the periodic table. You can see all purple ones, purple elements, purple color, they are metals. They are solids. Hg and Br, blue color ones, elements, they are liquids. And yellow color ones, for example, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, all noble gases, even hydrogen, they are in gaseous states. So, scientists continue to discover new, heavier elements beyond the current periodic table. Sometimes disagreement arises over naming new elements. So IUPAC assigns name to new elements. Until IUPAC assigns a name, elements are named using Latin prefix for the numbers followed by the suffix IUM. You can see element 104 is anilquandium, and the element is hence. We'll talk about law of definite composition in a next slide.